Nope, you can't see it. I'll just walk up. You can, like, here's a tree. I just salvage that tree. I can come over and salvage a rock, skin animals. You know, if you wanted to be a gatherer in the game, all I'm going to do is gather leathers. You got a lot of different types of animals you can skin. You got bears, you got werewolves. Haven't seen anything higher than a werewolf yet, but I haven't gone deep into red territory because I'm afraid of dying. Yeah, so, and they could be developing more. Dates are too expensive. Not if you take the McDonald's, bro. But yes, I am walking slow because I'm encumbered. And I gather more stuff. I just get heavier. I'll show you my inventory. I'm currently at 150% walking weight. But you see under my feet, I do have a Founder's Ox, which, yes, the horses and oxes that you get for the $100 Legendary Pack are invaluable, especially if you're going to be a gathering. I'll finish grabbing this wolf hide, and we'll see what I get if I was walking. We're at 160%. Let's see. LOL, that should give you plus stamina or something. Yeah, I know, right? Get in shape. So let's see. I'm at 164%. Oh, I can still walk. But if I hit my mount key, I'm on my Founder's Ox, and I'm down to 18% of what the ox could carry. So what I could do is, like, ride over here, hop off. Oh, look. I am now farming this stone. So an ox is definitely invaluable for farming materials. Now the only problem though is it's gonna, well, you can get oxes in game because as a farmer you can actually get a pin and work your tiers from chickens to pigs to goats to cows to horses to dire wolves, and which are late game mounts. You can get a dire wolf cub. And you can make a direwolf mount and you can use it in battle. But if you're over encumbered, like where I'm barely walking now, if I was at 100% or 200% where I could not move, once I dismounted, I couldn't attack. I would have to either be a ranged character or DPS, but if somebody was, you know, like where those wolves are compared to me now, if I was only melee, they could sit outside my range and attack me all day long. Another nice mechanic that they have in the game is, you saw me, I was on my ox. Once I got off, all my skills went on cooldown. So, like in PvP, you can't be zerging around on a horse, jump off and start beating somebody that's on foot. So they would technically have the advantage while your skills were on cooldown. Now you do have an auto attack that you could be attacking the person with, being if you were the rider. But again, the person on the foot would already have all their skills available. So that may or may not be an advantageous tactic. Because like I say, I'll go up on my ox, I'll move over here. I'll drop off. You can see my skills resetting, but I'm gathering, so it doesn't really matter at this point. Take women to McDonald's. They loving it. Exactly. Especially the McDonald's down the street. They got carrot cake. Who can't say carrot cake is not high end? You know? Yes, I am 47 and I am an old fart. But you know what? I have fun. I have fun, brother. So anyway, again, on, off, since I'm gathering resources. Game's just developing beautifully in my opinion. It'll definitely be, I'm hoping it'll be a game that I'll be playing a long time. With the short burst of alphas right now that only last a month. I get hyped for when they come back. So I think once the game is fully released, I'm going to have a ball for a long time with it. When I retire, I'll move to Spain or something and play PC till I die. No old man home for me. Exactly. Hey, and actually, talking about old man game, this game, once it's released, will be on PC, tablet, and your phone. I believe it's currently on your phone and PC. Currently, Apple, with their illustrious wisdom, is not allowing the current state of the game to be released. I guess because you can mess with the hacks and stuff on the programming. I got no clue. So you cannot use it on iPad currently. But once it is released, and again, it's supposed to be free to play, it'll be on your tablets, so you can play on PC, and you got to go to the doctor's office, take your tablet, to continue to play. So it's going to be fully cross-platform. Old man homes are too expensive unless you have the rich family members. You ain't getting in one. Exactly. So anyway, that's what I said. You can do anything. Well, I can't do anything. You can do a lot of things in this game. See, now I'm carrying too much. Can't wait. I'm over 200%. So I'll just take these back to my base and drop these off. You can be anything that you want to be. Like I said, I'm using currently daggers, which are out of the Ranger class, but I'm wearing the fighter plate mail.
I'm leaving, sweetheart.
Alright, give me a sec. Alright guys, give me a short break. I'll be right back and we'll continue. Hold on. Alright guys, sorry about that. I have relatives visiting and they're taking off, so I had to say goodbye real quick. We will get back into it. Okay, I feel ranged weapons might be the best for PvP here, considering the movements are quite simple. Yeah, he's planning to have several wives. Range actually is quite good in this game. Spell casting is quite damaging right now. You could be like a fire mage or an ice mage and freeze and slow people with that. Most of my what was I gonna say? The ranged excuse me. For the ranged weapons, you have crossbows, you got regular bows and arrows. I currently have throwing daggers. You can make throwing knives. You can make throwing hammers. Most of the throwing weapons will have some sort of stun or slow on them. So people are running away, you can actually chase and catch. Same thing with the bows and arrows. Some of the bows and arrows have bleed skill on them, so you can cause damage over time, damage to them. It depends on what you want to use. You got two-handed weapons, claymores, battle axes, pole arms. You got spears. Let's see. Of course, you got shields. You got repeating crossbows. You got warhammers, one-handed warhammers. They got stuns on them. The maces, you could be a cleric type. The maces have a heal on them. You got a flail if you wanted to be a flail user. Woohoo! Big old ball and chain. All have different spells. All have different abilities to them. Trying to hash out the mechanics, make sure everything's balanced. You have a whole bunch of different types of magic staves. You could spec into a healing type player if you wanted to, or you could do frost staff, frost damage. You can do fire damage with fire staves. They also have curse staves. Curse staff spells, life drain, and demonic bolt, divine staff, more of a healing. You got tons of healing spells. The higher your tier goes, the more spells you get. You can get resurrect. You got harps. You got tomes for your offhand. They also have spells. They also are developing races in the game. Not that the races are supposed to give you any bonuses, but you could be a dwarf character, you can be an elf character, you can be a troll, you can be an ogre. Those are scheduled to be released when the game comes out. Hopefully we'll be testing those. At some point, and you can see all my naked little friends here. They were out silver farming in the red zones, and it looks like they all died. So they got worked. Okay. Yeah, don't get married. They just automatically get your stuff. Just have a lot of dates. I think every human longs for something to come home to every day after several years of being alone. Some people have never had. Well, that's why you have a fake fish in a bowl. You can come home and call him Nemo. You don't have to worry about feeding him, walking him, and you always got somebody that loves you. You planning on outliving your wife? What are you gonna do, murder her? You gonna murder her? And I hope I turned my microphone back on. I thought maybe I didn't turn my microphone on for a minute. So anyhow, like I said, do I want to spell? I'm actually going to buy this spell. I just mastered the proficiency of the spell book. Not that I'm going to continue down that line, but I might, because I'm coming up here in the twin daggers. I'm going to be a twin dagger build. But just as a fallback, I will keep the other one available. Sit here and continue killing and leveling and gathering resources. Because what's nice about this crafting system, you need the tiers below to create the tiers above. Like these wolves are tier 3 mobs, so I need to get tier 2 leather to cure the tier 3 leather curate to be usable in crafts. Luckily foxes are tier 2, so you can go and you kill a fox. Let's see. If you max a crafting tier, can you charge more for those items if people can buy them? Or will most items be available through bosses or stuff for everyone? Yes and no. Yes, if you master a certain craft, you will be able to request any amount of silver that people can pay for it. That's why in the Destiny board, at least in our guild, we're trying to get everybody to single on one item. They do have auction